Hey, it's Adam, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one extremely powerful strategy that you can use to boost your creativity and to overcome creative blocks. This will be super useful for you if you're someone who wants to have a positive impact on other people's lives, if you want to have a creative impact on the world. So if you're an artist, or someone who wants to become an artist, whether that means you want to be a painter, a musician, a video creator, a speaker, a writer, a presenter, even a marketer, if you want to impact other people, then this strategy is going to help you get into the flow state where you can feel calm and relaxed while you're creating, so that you can effortlessly share your gift with the world and make that positive impact. So the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you today that I got from Steven Pressfield, who wrote the book The War of Art, which is probably the best book ever written about creativity and doing your art. I highly recommend purchasing it and reading the whole thing multiple times. It's really, really good. And Steven Pressfield actually got this from someone else. I don't know who originally made up this idea, but it's called building momentum, or you can call it momentum stacking or building little wins. That's the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you today. And you can use this strategy to get yourself out of a rut. You can apply this strategy if you need to be really creative one day. Maybe let's say you have the weekend off and you wanted to work on your creative project. If you want to get yourself in the zone for that project, then you can use this strategy. And this strategy also works over the long term for your entire life. So I'm talking if you want to create an entire career out of being a creative, then you can even use this strategy to structure your entire life over the span of years to maximize your creative output as an artist. So, building momentum, how does this work? Basically, what we're doing when we're building momentum is you can think about creativity as something that comes from outside of yourself. So creativity is not really something that I am doing, but creativity is more something that I am channeling through me. And the best artists know how to harness the creative power of their spirit or of the universe or of God. So creativity is not something that you as an ego are doing, but it is actually something that you are allowing the universe to channel through you. And this might sound kind of new agey or hippie, but even Steven Pressfield, who is one of the most acclaimed writers about this topic of creativity, his books are extremely spiritually oriented. And I love how he's super unapologetic about talking about creativity as a spiritual pursuit. So creativity is a spiritual thing where you allow the universe to move through you. And by using this strategy of stacking little wins or momentum stacking, then what you're doing is you're basically optimizing your vessel so that the creative energy of the universe flows through it effortlessly. If you can think of your body as kind of like an electric conductor, this strategy is going to help take all of the knots and blockages out of your conducting material so that the energy flows without any resistance. All right? So this is how it works. So if you want to use building momentum, if you want to be creative for one day, this is how it would look. So basically what you want to do is you want to build up little wins. You want to start your day first thing in the morning. You want to begin the day on a high note, on a win. So the best way to do that is by waking up early. So let's say you wake up at 5 in the morning so that you know you have a creative presentation you have to give, or you have to make a video, or you have to do a podcast at, let's say, 1 p.m. You wake up very early, 5 a.m. It doesn't have to be that early, but you start the day with a win by waking up on time. Then you, instead of eating a bowl of milk and cereal and Fruit Loops, you drink some lemon water. You hydrate yourself. That's another little win. And then you go exercise, go to the gym for an hour. And that's another little win. And then after that, you practice meditation for 20 minutes. That's another win. And then after that, you can maybe clean up your kitchen, do the dishes, or sweep the floor. That's another win. And then you can brush your teeth and shower and floss. That's another little win. So the strategy is, what we're doing is, from the second we wake up in the morning, we're basically stacking little wins so that we can create a kind of pyramid stack of wins, so that when we finally get to the point where we need to be creative, we are already in the zone. We've been winning all day. And what this does is this boosts your self-esteem. This boosts your confidence. And that allows the energy to flow through you, the creative energy to flow without resistance. Because the main thing that blocks creative energy from flowing freely is self-consciousness, self-judgment, and also a lack of mental clarity and awareness. So what this strategy is doing is we are basically trying to hone ourselves as an instrument of the universe. And the way you do that is by managing your health. First thing in the morning, you're eating healthy food, you're drinking lemon water, you're hydrating, you're exercising, so you're managing your health. You're managing your mindset, your emotions, so you're practicing meditation, maybe doing some journaling, you're handling that aspect of your life. And we're basically trying to optimize our vessel, our mind and body, so that we have a very sharp awareness. So I'll give you an example. If you've ever tried to do something creatively, or you've ever tried to create something when you have a stomach full of McDonald's hamburgers, it won't work because your stomach is going to be hurting you. That's going to disrupt your flow state. The energy won't flow through you fully because you have a stomach full of McDonald's. You can't do anything creative or inspiring or beautiful because you're stuck in your ego state because your stomach is killing you. So in order to be creative, we need to raise our consciousness, and we need to have a very clear and sharp awareness of the present moment. And I have hundreds of hours of videos, probably not hundreds of hours, but I have many videos explaining how to do this through meditation, through eating healthy, through exercising, through journaling, through contemplating. These are all ways to keep your awareness pure and sharp so that it is easy for the creative insight to channel through you. So building momentum. So as an exercise, the way you actually apply this in your life is, if you want to maybe make a piece of music, or you want to do a painting, and that's something that's important to you, you're an artist and you have some kind of gift or message that you want to share with the world, then next time you go to paint or next time you go to make music, that morning beforehand, start the day with a win. So you can check out my video, How to Win the Day Before the Sun Even Rises. That's where I talk about the 5 a.m. method, which is super amazing for winning the day first thing in the morning. And then you really start to gain momentum as the day goes on. So at 5 a.m. you wake up, you feel like shit. But after you drink some lemon water, you feel a little bit better. Then when you go exercise, you feel even better. And then when you meditate, you feel even better. And then if you read a book or maybe listen to some uplifting music, you feel like $1 million. And then if you brush your teeth and floss, buddy, you're going to be on top of the world. And when you're in this high vibrational state, this good feeling place where you have a good mood and you feel like $1 million, this is the best time to be creative. All right, so how do we use this technique in the long term of our life? So that's how you use it short term over 1 or 2 days. Now, how do we use this technique to structure our entire life to optimize our creative output? So now we're talking about the span of 1 or 2 years, how to actually make slow structural changes in your life to optimize your creative output. Well, the first thing you'd want to do is you'd slowly, gradually want to be doing personal development work, which can start with eliminating addictions from your life. So let's say you're addicted to smoking cigarettes or you're addicted to eating McDonald's. That's a good place to start. Quit doing that and replace those activities with something else that makes you feel good. So if you get a craving for McDonald's, instead drink a bunch of water, lemon water, and maybe make some healthy food instead of eating McDonald's. If you get a craving for a piece of cake, instead eat an apple or something like that. This is personal development work. It's easier said than done, which is why I have hours of content helping you practically to do these things. Check out my video, An Inspiring Vision for Your Life, or a video for people who are lost in life. I'm going to link it up here. In that video, I go over a long-term strategy for how to optimize every single aspect of your life so that you can live in a high vibration state as frequently as possible. And that is going to help you live a creative life. So you want to start practicing meditation. You want to be learning how to exercise. You want to be having a morning routine. You want to handle your dating and your relationships. So what we're doing over the long term to boost your creativity is we're trying to take all of the parts of your life which are out of integrity or out of alignment, and we're trying to bring those into alignment. So for example, if you want to be an artist, a painter who paints beautiful giant paintings that inspire people to go out and enjoy nature, if that's your calling, then think about the version of yourself who is already successful, who is already doing that. That's like your highest self. Now think about all of the habits and skills and mindsets that highest version of yourself has. So in order to paint beautiful, inspiring paintings, you need to practice painting every single day. You need to have a healthy diet, because then you can have a lot of mental clarity and awareness so that you can paint better. You want to exercise so that you have a lot of energy so that you can paint for long hours. You want to practice meditation so that you can gain creative insight for new paintings. So think about that version of yourself and think about all of the parts of this current version of yourself that are out of alignment with your highest self. So if you think of the highest version of yourself, and that version doesn't smoke cigarettes, for example, but you still buy a pack of cigarettes every single day, then that's something that's out of alignment. So on the big picture level, what we're doing is we're taking these bad habits that are out of alignment with our highest self, and we're getting rid of them so that we can live in alignment with our highest self. And as we start to live as the version of our highest self, and we start to mirror all of that highest version's habits, mindsets, and everything, if you live as that version, then everything will come into alignment, and then you will start to be that highest version of yourself. All right, so that's a very big picture, kind of abstract vision for how to do this long term, because creativity is something that involves your entire life. So I can't just give you like one tip to be creative and you just use that one tip. It's like a special ointment that you put on your body and then all of a sudden you're super creative. That's not how it works. Creativity is really a lifestyle. It requires you to do personal development work on every single aspect of your life. And that's what I talk about here on this channel. I have videos where I help you start a meditation practice. I have videos where I help you learn how to eat healthy. I have videos where I help you learn how to be in your body, which is the last video I just made. So I'm going to end off this video here. If you want to follow along with me and you want to bring all of those parts of your life that are out of alignment into alignment, so that this is really what self-actualization is. This is becoming the highest version of yourself. This is the point of being alive, which is becoming the highest version of yourself, squeezing the full juice out of your life, being the most that you can be. In order to do that, you need to, first of all, probably be some kind of creative person. And you can use the tips here that I gave you in this video. And of course, you need to implement all of these other habits like meditation, eating healthy, exercising, journaling, reading, all of these things I talk about here on this channel. So check out this related video here. Subscribe for more content like this because I post weekly content and it's all for free. I'm on this journey myself, so as I make mistakes and screw up and learn things and come up with lessons and insights, I'm committed to sharing them here with you for free on this channel. So if that interests you, stay tuned and I will see you in the next video.